How is everyone doing today? I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. I am so excited for so many reasons. I got so many things coming up for you guys. But, guys, before we get started, right? Please like the video so we can get to more people and grow this community. It's official. The road to 2,000 subscribers is officially here. And some of you already know, I wanted to make a stream because I wanted to make it official that I want to give away a Lamine Yamal jersey. And I thought, what better than actually, make a road for 2,000. And once we get to the 2,000 subscriber count, which we're literally less than 400 people from getting there, and I believe that this community is going to do it. You guys are going to like it, subscribe it, and YouTube is going to push us to new people. And as soon as we do that, and the Lamine Yamal jersey hasn't been officially, it hasn't officially come out yet until probably like June 1st or 2nd. They're supposed to announce it as soon as as soon as he turns 18. We're supposed to get the go ahead, and I think the merch is supposed to come out, and that's the first day that this shirt comes out. That is the first day that I'm going to purchase two of them, one for myself and one for you guys. But guys, yeah, like I said, make sure you like the stream so we can get to more people and we can get started, guys. So the very first thing that I want to go over with you guys, as far as like the news and stuff. So I want to start with this. I got the Lamine Yamal, I got Nico Williams, Raphinha just gave the words and just expressed his opinion on Nico Williams as well. That's something that just came out maybe like 30 minutes ago. We're going to be going over what Raphinha said about Nico Williams and his potential arrival and imminent arrival to the Camp Nou. So there's also a few other things as far as the players and Sufati. So we're going to go over a few other things. But guys, remember, tomorrow at the same time, tomorrow, I am going to be with Buga Luis. As some of you already know, he's a big content creator. He has over 28,000 subscribers, and I'm very excited. More than anything, more than how many people are following him, I'm very excited about talking Barca to him because he is an incredible mind. He has great takes. I don't know if some of you actually know him or some of you actually have seen some of his videos. Yeah, he's very insightful. So I am very excited about talking Barca. He does the Masculine podcast as well. So he's a guy who has been following and he has been a big Barca in the community. So if you guys know him, let me know down in the chat if you actually know Buga Luis, who's going to be with me tomorrow. So guys, I'm counting on you guys. Please be there tomorrow and drop all the questions in the community tab. And now that I'm giving information out, the giveaway for Lamine Yamal, you got to go to my latest video about Pathetic Club, the athletic club. Go comment on that video. I'm gonna just that's exactly how I'm gonna do this. So the Lamine Yamal jersey that I'm gonna give away, it's gonna be like this. So and sorry, I did jump the gun. I forgot to mention that. So I forgot. So what I'm gonna do is there's a lot of comments on that video already, so I'm not gonna count those. So I'm gonna count starting from this morning or from yesterday, because it's whenever I announced it, I'm gonna count all those comments on that video, Pathetic Club, and I am gonna get all those comments on a jar and all those people in a jar, and I'm just gonna pick a winner, and it's gonna be a live stream. So guys, stay tuned. Bear with me for one moment and go comment on that video so that you enter a chance to win this shirt. So let's say you're international and you're too far away for me to send you the shirt. What I'll do is, before I pick the winner, I'm gonna buy the jerseys after. So if you're too far away, I'm just gonna buy one jersey for me, and I'm gonna wire you the money. We'll be in touch, and I'm gonna wire you the money so you can buy yourself the Lamine Yamal jersey. That's in case I can't ship it to you, but if I can ship it to you, I most certainly will. So guys, let me get to the chat. There's plenty of you guys already talking. So before I get to the news, right, this is the whole point why we're doing this. I love talking to you guys, so might as well. So it says Michael B, let's go. It says Nico, let's go. Let's say Christopher says, Michael, I think you're not worried about the defense. I think it's not worried about the defense. They just trust their back line, and as long as they stay healthy, no defense is perfectly through. Some of those first comments didn't come through because I hadn't started the live stream yet, so for whatever reason they didn't show up. So you're basically responding to someone who already said something about the defense, and that is exactly right. I do agree with what you're saying here. I think the defense is more than okay right now. We do have incredible depth with we have Araujo, we have the lights of like just Eddie Garcia can play as a CB as well. So Inigo Martinez had an incredible season, and I think Flick is expecting Eddie Garcia to have a second great season. So yeah, so guys, Biscal Barça, Angel Lopez, Catalan. Finally, you're live at a reasonable time for me. Yeah, I know you're in Barcelona, right? And this is a better time for you. I believe that this might be after work or something. I think what time is it in Spain right now? Is it like it's at like 12 hours? So it could be like maybe 7 p.m. or something like that. But I'm glad that this time actually really works for me. And tomorrow I'm gonna be with Buga Luis at the same time. So 9 a.m. really works for me because everyone in my family, like, they're not making noises and everyone's basically asleep, right? So guys, like the stream. There's only seven likes and there's 26 of you watching right now. So I'm gonna ask you guys to please like the stream so we can get to more people in this community and we can get this subscribe going right here. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. So finally, okay, so I read that. If La Liga shown Bilbao anything to do with Barca finances, Tebas and Bilbao are effed in count. Yes, they're not supposed to do that because it sets a bad precedent for other clubs. When they don't like a signing, they can just go ahead and start asking everybody the financials, right? Um, so Mess, wait, on which video? Okay, guys, you gotta go to that pathetic club, which is I think the last video I uploaded, the last regular video, pathetic club. It has like over 4,000 views right now, and go comment on that video to enter your chance to win the Lamine Yamal jersey. And don't worry if you're in Africa or you're some place that's really far away. Do not worry. I will send you the money instead of the shirt because I know I can do that. So you guys can I'll take care of you guys. Whoever's the winner. So Goodwin says, "Wow, Barcelona for life." Of course, baby. Barcelona for life. I've been watching Barca for over 30 years. I don't know why I didn't make content back then. I would be a big YouTuber now if I made content like 10 years ago. Hey guys, thank you guys for subscribing. I see that subscriber count is going up. So Goodwin says, oh yeah, so I guess I'm getting all these comments double in my feed. So I'm gonna hello, mate. What is going on, buddy? What is up? Guys, let me know in the comments what are your thoughts. If you already go comment on that video, but if you haven't, you can do it after the stream if you want to. It says, Barca volume. Are you worried about Xavi Alonso? Three at the back system and in the way they played against Salzburg. They overhype it, like act like they're gonna win everything. I think you meant to say. Yeah. So yeah, let's talk about Real Madrid for just a second. Okay, so I made a video saying I'm not impressed because they were playing against Pachuca. So Salzburg, it's a much better competition. I watched the game. Of course, as a Barca fan, I'm watching them because I want to see what they're gonna be like next season. And I do expect Real Madrid to bounce back. I do expect them to have a bounce back year. I don't expect Barcelona, even with Nico Williams, to just like win everything. Of course, if they end up winning everything, that'll be insane. Like, it's hard to win everything. Teams don't normally win everything. That's not what teams are supposed to do. Teams are just too good. What I will say is that I think that Europe right now it's becoming tougher because it looks like, guys, like there's no surprises here. Rodri comes back for City, and all of a sudden, City looks like they're back. And Liverpool got Florian Wirtz. They still got Salah, they still got Luis Diaz. They still got incredible defense with Van Dijk. Liverpool's gonna be a tough out as well. So the whole Europe, and then Real Madrid looks like they made every single move they needed to make to strengthen their team. They were really bad on defense. They got Dean Housen, they got Trent Alexander-Arnold, and we make fun of him all in games and everything, but he's much better than Lucas Vasquez, which is what they had last season. So I do, and if I want to be objective, I do see the system that Xavi Alonso is trying to put in the Real Madrid team, which is like he wants them to press. They're not pressing great. They're not doing that at a great job, but they're just adapting, right? So maybe they will. Dude, if Madrid becomes a pressing team, I'm gonna be extremely shocked because they don't do a good job at it. So I know Xavi wants them to do that, but they did play this kid Alfonso Alonso. He's a stud, man. Like he has inserted into this team, taking advantage of Mbappe being in sick or whatever. So he is taking advantage of that. So that's good for him. Good for him. But I see Real Madrid. I think Vinicius is looking like a shell of himself, which is not good for Real Madrid. And like, surprise, surprise, he plays well last night, and then they win. So that's the thing. Like with this Real Madrid team, they have a lot of incredible players, and I'm not worried though. They're not playing the three back line. I'll just tell you that they're not playing that. It might seem like they are, but they are not. They're not playing the three in the back. They're playing a 4-4-2 with Alfonso and Vinicius Jr. up top. So I guess it's 6:15 in Spain right now. So not quite 12 hours, maybe about 10 or so. Thank you, Catalan. Dude, I did see you on the Jonas, and then he asked you for your Instagram. I think it will be nice to follow him on Instagram because if he's from Barcelona, dude, it's nice to have someone from over there. It says, have you heard about the news of Switzerland international women's team destroyed 7-1 by the U15 team? Do you think the U15 boys deserve equal pay? Yeah, no, not equal pay. I mean, this equal pay within women and men thing, it's brought up, right? And my thoughts on like why women don't get paid the same as men, or why the younger kids don't get paid the same as the older kids, it's like this. In sports, you have to look at the revenue, right? So this is the same thing that goes with like Apple, the same thing that goes with like Tesla, right? The more they make, the more they can allocate to the CEO, to like the manager, to like the employees. So you can't pay them. Everybody has their budgets, and their budgets are based on their income. So because like this is my whole thing with women and wanting to get paid the same as men. Well, women don't support sports as much as men support the sports, right? As us men, we love watching sports, and their ratings are high, so their sponsors are high, so they make a lot of money, so they can pay the employees a lot more money. But for example, the women's, nobody watches the women's. Like I guess it's just men and some women, so like they don't have the ratings or the income to be able to pay players. It's just all based on income. I believe Barca should focus on La Masia Academy. Yeah, I mean, Barca will always focus in La Masia. It's their bread and butter. It's what they do best. So they're always going to rely. Think of how bad we were with Bartomeu. Bartomeu was buying players left and right, and that was a big issue for Barcelona. And instead of relying on La Masia, now Laporta comes back, relies on La Masia. Lamine Yamal comes out. We have the Pedris of the world. We have the Kubarsis coming out. We have the Baldes coming out. And the Barcelona squad, all of a sudden, guys, starts to looking great. And that's all it takes. I believe we will always rely on La Masia. Hi, brother. I'm in the USA, live in Rhode Island, and I hope to get the jersey, please. Okay, shipping the jersey to Rhode Island wouldn't be such a bad thing for me, but I hope all of you get lucky and win that jersey. And like I said, I'm going to be really transparent. I am going to do this live with you guys. I'm not going to pick a winner or somebody who I think that supports the channel a lot, which I appreciate very much. But I want everybody to have a fair shot. I want everyone to get the same fair shot to win the jersey. It says Worth says your office is getting much improved. Thank you so much, man. I'm trying. I put some panels back here to help a little bit with the sound. Things are gonna get better around my garage slash office. So yeah, thank you guys for noticing. I really appreciate it. So this says okay. Um, Guys, we're gonna be moving on. There's plenty of you in the chat. Let me see how many likes. There's 29 people, 19 likes. Can we get those likes up, guys? I really appreciate you guys' support. A road to 2,000, dude. The faster you guys like my content, the more you comment on it, the more YouTube will push it out, and the faster we'll get to the 2,000. I think we can do it. I think we got like a week and a half until Lamine Yamal's jersey comes out. So yeah, I watched the highlights of the Real Madrid. I can see patterns of play and play with two wing backs and Bini tucked. Yeah, so yeah, I watched the game actually. I watched the game. I don't make content on Real Madrid only when it only concerns Barcelona. But I did see they had a good night. They were really they were bragging. They were bragging. Let's just put it that way. Salzburg is a all right team, but we're not reactive enough and communicative enough, and that's why they lost to Real. Yeah, I understand that. I agree. Barca volume, they aren't gonna overpower us. We are better than pressing, and they can't even. Yeah, plus Mbappe doesn't press. Xavi has no experience in the Champions League. Yeah, overall, I'm still not worried. I know for whatever reason this Real Madrid team is favored in this Club World Cup. They're favorites to win it, which is ridiculous. It's utter ridiculous. Like there's much better teams. Like City's playing much better. There's obviously, of course, PSG is playing great, and Bayern Munich is playing amazing, and I guess Real Madrid is the favorites, which is insane. I don't understand. Like they have a good team, but not to be favorites. I don't expect Real Madrid to win this tournament. Most people are. I am not. I still see other teams playing better than Real Madrid at the moment. But like I said, they have gotten lucky. They got their kid. They got this kid Alfonso who was playing. Scored an amazing chip yesterday. I thought that was an incredible goal. I liked it. I see you, kid. I see you. I see you. But I don't know how much playing time you're gonna get once Mbappe comes back. He's gonna be the starter. It says the only thing struggle with win backs this season, Atlanta and Inter Milan. Yeah, I totally agree, man. They press, but they have a weakness. Yeah, I mean they press, but they're a team that don't know how to press. First and foremost, Barcelona is still beating Real Madrid right now. If they play 3 games next season, if they play 3 games next season, I'm expecting Barcelona to win 2 of them at least, because Barcelona it's so they're gonna have one more year with Hansi Flick. They're extremely great at pressing. They're extremely well at possessing the ball. This Xavi Alonso team is gonna have a huge problem, because when they face Barca, when they have faced Barca, they're gonna want the ball. Xavi Alonso's ball is on the ball, so they're not going to take the ball away from Pedri and Frankie De Jong. This is my number one reason why I'm happy that Frankie De Jong is renewing and the talks are advancing with Frankie De Jong. And I'm very excited because Frankie De Jong and Pedri are so masterful at controlling the midfield that it's impossible. Like even with PSG, this is why I wanted to see PSG Barca in that final. Not only because I wanted Barca to win the final, but I wanted Barcelona to play against that PSG team, because the midfield would have been so interesting with Barella and I'm sorry, with Vitinha and Neves, right? Vitinha and Neves have been controlling this midfield, and also Fabian. So I wanted to see Barca stack up against this team, but I guess we couldn't at the end of the day, right? So it says James, what is the possibility of Nico moving to Barcelona anyway? AM from Liberia. Yeah. So Barcelona, guys, news are coming out every day. Something along the lines of Barcelona is ready to activate. They don't care what Bilbao is saying. They don't care what Bilbao is up right now. Barcelona is ready to activate the release clause for Nico Williams, no matter what Athletic Club is doing. So Barcelona believes they have the financials from now until July 1st or 2nd, and some are saying that even like the 4th. So, but Barcelona will definitely be dropping off a check to the league for Nico Williams so that he can be freed from Athletic Club. Um, yeah. So look. What is the new update? What's the new update for now? As far as I want you to elaborate on that. Are you talking about an update on what? Christopher, Christopher Nikita. Now they can't not like us the way we do relentless. Um, James, hope we can get Williams as soon as possible. Yeah. So expect next week to be Nico Williams week. I'm going as far as to say that Nico Williams will be a Barcelona player very soon. And if it has to go to court, it'll go to court, but it shouldn't because this is ridiculous. I'm gonna get into the Nico Williams things. I know he said a few things, but I want to get to you guys. You guys are what drives the show. So I want to get to you guys, and then I'll get to the topics a little bit more quickly. So it says Clayton Clark is 22-year-old and is a superstar basketball player, but she has played football before. I mean soccer. Yeah, I mean Clayton Clark. I've seen her. Like here in America, you cannot go on with your life and if you like sports and not know who Clayton Clark is. Like she was so big that even that series, the NBA final series with Indiana and the Oklahoma City Thunder, she was talked about a lot during the finals. So to me, I thought yeah, she's big. She's really good. Barca volume. We just need more players and can move up front. And yeah, I do see it. I do see what you mean. Frankie is not good. Frankie is good, but at times it depends on his mood or attitude because he sometimes lacks focus. I think that this is an interesting topic and it's debatable. In my opinion, I would agree with you most of the time, but to be honest, with Hansi Flick, he has looked like a different player. Let's just put it that way. We should go for Araujo. Okay, who should we go, Araujo or Christensen? This is a very tricky question, and the one thing I will say is, with Araujo is tricky because if you want to move on from Araujo, right now will be the time to move on from him because if he has a next season, he has a bad season again, all his value it's gonna go down. And right now, it's either you keep him and you got to trust the process with him, or you sell him right now and you cash out. Because it's a little tricky in that sense. Because if you give him one more season, if he doesn't play well, then nobody's gonna want him, or you're not gonna get that much money for him. So that's the thing. So Rogelio says, what's up? And okay, so to answer that question, sorry about that. To answer that question, and then Christensen, I would take Christensen, but Christensen has had a bad injury history, right? So I don't know what I would do personally as I would keep Araujo, and I would just kind of mix between the two and rotate them depending on who's more healthy and who is better. So it says, "What up, man? It's Friday. Yes, Friday, man. The weekend's actually here. So let's go to the info cam and actually move on from the topic, guys, because Lamine Yamal, guys, the giveaway jersey, right? Lamine Yamal. It says Lamine Yamal will be new number 10. Everyone within the club is on board with this decision. It will be announced as soon as he turns 18 next month. And if you weren't here when I said this, guys, go to the Pathetic Club video that I posted on my regular post videos, right? And comment on that video. The new comments are going to enter a chance to win my Lamine Yamal jersey. And that I will be purchasing here as soon as it comes out. I will purchase two of them, and one of them is for you guys. But you guys got to go comment and like that video. But you have to be subscribed, guys, because the road is as soon as we turn 2,000, this is gonna be the giveaway that I'm gonna be doing for you guys. So one thing that I want to talk to you guys about, I know numbers and accounting things sometimes can be a little boring. but this is worth talking about it, and it's worth knowing that Barcelona, okay, announced they have successfully refinanced over 40% of the SPY Barca debt as a long-term basis. The club has issued 420 million in bond. Dude, people say that Barca's broke, and people say that Barca doesn't have any money. And yet Barcelona is right here with 424 million euros, and they said that we're in debt. Madridistas are gonna tell you that we have incredible debt and that we are broke. And dude, Real Madrid is in debt. Barcelona is in debt. Liverpool is in debt. Everybody in the world of sports have debts. You know why? Because why would you use? The rich people do this all the freaking time, man. Rich people, they get homes, they'll never pay them off, and they'll just get another one. They'll put a down payment and get another one, because when you can use the bank's money, then you use the bank's money. And this is one thing that Barcelona, and I'm gonna end with this. It says, in collaboration with Goldman Sachs and its unusual financial statements, Barca has converted 424 million in original debt previously due in 2028 into the new long-term structure. The new structure will begin in payments in 2033 with an average of cost of 5%. I think this is great for Barca, and it's great. It's great that we're mentioning it. And don't let Madridistas tell you that Barcelona is broke, because nobody has upwards of 400 million euros in sales, only just in sales. That's how much Barcelona. And this is the thing. This is my thing with Real Madrid and Barcelona, and people already saying that Lyon and the French league is more serious than the Barcelona league because Lyon got relegated for being in debt. Okay, this isn't the same case. This isn't apples to apples. This is apples to oranges. If you cannot compare the income from Lyon than the income for Barca. The income for Barca. And there's so many fans around the world who are buying merch, who are buying tickets, who are watching the game, who are watching games, their ratings, their TV deals, all that stuff matters. And in the fact that they're comparing that because Barca should be relegated because they're in debt, then Real Madrid should be relegated because they're also in debt. So they always want to paint a picture and give you these relatos, right? That that Barca's in debt and that they're more of a serious league because Lyon got relegated for being in debt. Yes, Lyon got relegated because they have upwards of, I think, 500 million euros in debt, and they don't have any income to justify the debt. That's why this team is relegated. But when you have Barca, generating 400 millions in sales, just in sales, guys, in one season, you can be in debt because you have the income to justify your debt. That these people just don't understand it, man. I don't get it. So I don't understand why. So Barcelona, guys, they're going to announce the new kits on July 2nd. This is something coming out from Gigantes. That's incredible. So, guys, it's time to get to my Nico Williams topic, and I'm gonna go a little bit on a rant here. So, you guys need to bear with me for 1 second, because I think that this is worth talking about it. Okay, so the one thing that I want to talk about on the Nico Williams thing is like this. I thought it was really, really interesting. So it says, Nico Williams regrets what happened last summer. I have a few thoughts on why I think that why Nico Williams regretted. The number one thing I think that Nico Williams regretted was because, of course, right, we all know Barcelona, they won the local treble. They made a deep run in the Champions League, and Barcelona basically won La Liga, Copa del Rey, and the Super Cup. And I think Nico Williams saw that, and I think that he wanted to be part of that. And then he sees that move as saying, like, man, I could have been at Barca last season. I would have won all of those. They will be under my belt, all of those accomplishments. And I would have grown more as a player. So, in my opinion, Nico Williams, if we go back to the Euro Cup, if we go back to that time where he actually had an incredible season, right? He had an incredible season with Lamine Yamal. They won the Euro Cup. And we all thought of Nico Williams that he should come to Barca because we saw what Lamine Yamal and Nico Williams can do with the likes of Pedri and all Barca players. And basically everyone saw it coming. And instead, he goes and renews with Bilbao. And at that point, I didn't think that he would be able to. We wouldn't be here today. But what I want to say on this is, I think we at that point in the Euro Cup, we saw Nico Williams as one of the top wingers in the world in the Euro Cup because he was playing with better players around him, better system, and I think he saw what he could have been. He would have more experience right now in the Champions League. He would have played with Barca. Maybe had he had been on the Champions League, maybe Nico's thinking right now as well. Like, had I been with Barca against Inter, I probably would have helped the team to achieve and make it to the final of the Champions League. And this is a top-heavy wingers world in Europe right now. And if you look at PSG, what they have is incredible wingers. They have Dembele, they have Kvaratskhelia, they have Desiree Douy. They have so many players that are so electrifying and that have so many resources in their game. And I think this is the reason why we need a guy like Nico Williams. And the fact that he regret not coming last summer, I do see it. And it mainly goes because of his growth. It goes because of what, let's take a look at Raphinha, for example. Raphinha last season wasn't thought of as a big name left winger. He was always a warrior. He was always a player who you wanted in your team. He would fight. He would play defense. He would make runs. He would play incredible for you. But he was not thought of as a type of having over 50 GAs in one season. Nobody saw that coming. Not even his wife probably saw that coming. And then now here we are. And then now Nico Williams is also seeing the growth of Raphinha, having a player who had that such an incredible season like that, and now he's thinking like, man, that could have been me. That could have been me playing against, playing with Hansi Flick. Hansi Flick has an incredible history, right? He has an incredible history of just getting the best of players, and that's the one thing that now it took a lot of guts from Nico. I'll give him that. It took a lot of guts to send his agent and to say, go talk to Barca because I want to play for Barca, because he saw everything. He saw the light, and it's always a good time to come to the team. And he saw that right now, if you put everything right and analyze the game whole last season, Nico Williams isn't talked about as one of the top wingers. This is why Real Madrid think this is a wasteful signing for us, because Raphinha had an incredible season, and they think that Nico Williams is mid. And I made a video on this. Will Carnage call him trash, and the stream Dave, they call Nico Williams trash. Why would they do that? And in part, I don't know if it's clickbait or what, but in part is because Nico Williams kind of goes it goes unnoticed. Because he plays for Athletic Club. They don't compete for the Champions League. He plays for an irrelevant club, and now now he used to play for a pathetic club, because that's what their name is going to be from now on. And honestly, that's why Nico Williams is kind of like people don't see him because he's like Athletic Club, and all he is the international team. That's what they say. Well, why? Because he plays with Barca players, and Barca players are in Barcelona. So that's why he wants to go there, because he sees the light. And I think now sending his agent took a lot of guts, and now he's not demanding anything. He's willing to go through the whole process. Barcelona, as we stand right now, they're not in the 1-1 rule. They're not. And to say that they are, I would be lying to do it, and I don't want to do that. But Barcelona, they believe they have the financial status, they have the financial income to justify everything. They also have players who are leaving, players who already left. Lenglet already left. Ansu Fati already left. There's other players who already left. And at the end of the day, Barcelona believes they're going to be in the 1-1 rule. They're going to have no issues paying the release clause. And that's what this whole thing comes down to. This is what the whole thing comes down to, just the release clause. I don't know what Athletic Club is up there, what. So, guys, let me get to the chat. But before I do that, guys, please please subscribe to the channel. Let's see this thing go up, and also like the stream so we can get to more people and we can have a much bigger community. There's 27 likes. There's 36 of you. There were 40 just a second ago. So guys, please like the stream. And yeah, let me get to some of the chats that I haven't gotten to. It says before we get to my next topic, okay. So it says Barca volume. We need to, but the center forward who can score, Lewa is all, and they need buy right now. Okay. So what you're saying is Barca needs to buy a forward right now. Yes, I believe so, but I don't think that it's the big old end all. Having Lewandowski with the season that he had last season, and Ferran Torres, the fact that Ferran Torres had a big season last year, I can tell you that we can be okay one more year to be better financially to go after a big player who's going to cost 100 mil. And right now we just can't do it, man. Right now it would be a waste. It would be a little bit of a waste because it's like this. Let's say you can buy a car right now for $3,000 and it's not going to be a new car, but let's say that in 6 months you're going to save up and you're going to have enough money to put a down payment and to get a new car. So what would you want to do? Would you want to buy the old car, or would you want to buy a brand new car? So Barcelona doesn't have the money right now to go after a big name player, but they could probably go get like a Joselu, like maybe somebody cheaper who can play the number 9, but it's not going to be the exciting player that you want. Or you want to wait for next season and have 100 to 120 mil so you can spend on Haaland, so you can spend it on Julian Alvarez, so you can spend it on maybe even Isaac, right? So I'd rather wait a year and be patient. And there's one thing that we as Barca players we need is just to be a little bit more patient. Guys, look, how cool is that? New Barcelona Thermal Cup. Anyway. Please, do you think, okay, so please, Goodwin says, please, do you think the jersey number 10 they want to give him is not going to be too much for him? Because, guys, sorry, my camera just went weird on me. Let me fix it. Let's see. I'm just gonna go with the studio camera. Yeah. I don't know what happened to my other camera. Yeah, sorry, my face is gonna be weird right now. With the lighting. So, yeah, I do know what you're saying. The pressure, right? The pressure number 10 jersey. Honestly, I don't think if there's ever been a player who would be okay with having number 10, that is Lamine Yamal, in my opinion. Because Lamine Yamal, guys, he don't care about pressure. He don't care about, like, none of this stuff. Like, he'll go on Instagram and post something, and then he'll ball out. Like, there's one player who doesn't get rattled or pressure, or, like, he loves pressure. Like, he puts pressure on himself. That's how much I believe in Lamine Yamal. And this one player, like, no, dude, there's no, I would be shocked if he gets the yips for having the number 10 all of a sudden. No, he's very good player. He number 10 is just gonna be perfect. The new Camp Nou, a new jersey, a Camp Nou, a new stadium, and a new number. It cannot get better than that. I think Lamine Yamal should keep the same jersey number. Interesting. Number 10 to me is just a number. Yeah, it's just a number, but you gotta think of it, brother, like this. Let's say that you have a business, right? And you have this player who has been wearing the same shirt. He's great. Everybody loves him. Everybody wants his shirt. But he wears number 19. When you can get a player, change his number, and all those fans are just going to go and buy that new jersey. NBA does this all the time. LeBron James will change his number. Kobe Bryant will have the number 8 jersey, then turn to number 24. Why do you think they do that? That's a business move. Okay, if you want the player's new number, you have to buy the jersey again, and that's exactly why they do this. And this is marketing wise, the number 10 just sells every single time, especially with a player like Lamine Yamal. For the people saying the 10 might be too much for Lamine, were you even watching what he did last season? Yeah, exactly. Well, he was balling out, and not only just balling out, he wasn't quiet about it. So he was like outspoken. He would like post something and then go and ball out. So that's adding pressure to himself. So that's the one thing that I think with Lamine, that most people don't realize that he don't care for pressure, man. Like he's just who he is. Happy birthday in advance to my guy Lamine Yamal. Yes, happy birthday to him. We're probably gonna make a video on probably his birthday or something. So I think it's July. I don't know. You guys tell me in the chat. When is Lamine Yamal's birthday? I think it's July 10th or something like that. July 15th or something. Um, and yeah. So what about Man City? 114 broken rules. Yeah. So Manchester City, they did break some rules and they were under investigation. I don't know what happened to that. I'm just gonna be honest. Guys, like the stream. Let's see, there's 33 watching. There's 29 likes. I really appreciate it, guys. That pushes to more people. And you guys, if you're not subscribed, subscribe right now. You'll see this number go right up. So please do it. And we're on the road to 2,000 subscribers. We are going to get there, guys. I just know it. You guys are going to help this channel grow. And guys, I want to tell you this because I see a lot of the same people who come on my live streams and they're really active. Like I see a lot of you. But I don't see you guys comment on my regular videos. I wonder why that is. I wonder why people who do like maybe live streaming, they don't like watching regular videos. I'm trying to figure out why that is. But I see a lot of people who actually show up every single time I do a live stream. You guys show up, but I don't see you guys in my regular videos. If you guys go help my regular videos, that's going to help me grow, especially get to 2,000 subscribers so we can give away the Lamine Yamal jersey. It says Billy Mack from Las Vegas, Forca Barça. Oh my goodness, man! I love playing in Las Vegas, man. Like I'm a big poker fan. Like I love Texas Hold'em. Like I watch Texas Hold'em all the time, and I love going to Vegas. Last time I went to Vegas, I think I made like $2,000 just playing poker. So yeah, man. Nice to know where you're from. David says hi. What's up, Roy? What's going on, man? Do you think Haaland is overrated? I'll say this. Haaland is not overrated. I think he just scored the other day. And he's got like his 300th goal, and he's really young. So it's hard to say that someone's overrated when all they do is score goals, and they got like over 300 goals already. And I think he's 22 or 23 years old. So I would disagree with that statement. And I know sometimes it's just happens, but you gotta be there to score them at the end of the day. So yeah, that's what I will say to that. It says even if Barca doesn't get Nico, I believe Barca can do well as long as they follow Flick's strategy plan. Besides, you never know. We might get someone who can be better than Nico or same level. Yeah, I mean it's not the big old end all to get Nico Williams. It does come across a little bit of a luxury signing, but to me it's a little bit more of a necessity because I do think that we need that combo. We need those dribbles on the left side, dribbles on the left and dribbles on the right. That unlocks so many things. And honestly, Nico Williams is a player who likes to play extremely wide, and that centralizes Raphinha, and then Raphinha can attack the space in between the numbers. So that's the one thing that it's gonna open up more things for. It's gonna open up more things for Raphinha. So I believe that that's at the end of the day that's something that will happen. So I think it will be good, and we're gonna get into what Raphinha said in just a little bit. Raphinha just said his words about Nico Williams. In soccer, number 10 is not just a number. I totally agree, buddy. The number 10 adds extra pressure. The number 10, it's always the responsible for whether we win or lose in soccer. So if you've been watching, then yeah, I totally get this comment right here because if we think of it throughout history, right? Messi, the best player in the world, number 10. He inherited that number 10 from where? Riquelme. Riquelme was another number 10. Got big time players. Even Zinedine Zidane, even players like Ronaldinho playing with the number 10s. It goes without saying, right? Pelé wore the number 10. Maradona wore the number 10. So it's not just a number. Right now we say it really quickly, but it's not. It's a big thing. So let me lower this light. I think it's a little high on me. Um, so yeah, so that's what I would say. So Christopher says, in the future, you should do a 2 minute fan talk option chat, but if so, then disregard. In the future, you should do a 2 minute fan talk opinion chat, but if so, then disregard. Um, what I don't know if I understood it correctly, but yeah. If you got any ideas for the show, you guys drive the show. I've told you guys before. You guys drive the show. So whatever you guys want to do with this show, let's do it, man. What I will do is that I will post the link. I will do this. It's in the works. But what I will do is I will post the link in my community tab so you guys can come into my show and do it like a call-in show. You can click on that link and it takes you, takes your phone right through like a FaceTime call, or you can do a regular call. And I will let you guys speak on this show. So that's something that will be in the future. Maybe when the season starts, and I'll do like a post-game show, and then you guys will be able to call in the show, and I'll let you guys say kind of like your opinions on the game or something like that. What is up, man? Lamine Yamal is in the house, guys. Lamine Yamal in the house, baby. It's on vacation right now. What is up? So Abduya says hello, hello, man. Barca reacts, man. I was with him yesterday. What's going on, buddy? What are you up to? Let us know if you're uploading tonight or if you're uploading today. Lamine Yamal number 10 is confirmed. That is correct. Hey, Barca reacts. Go subscribe to his channel, and also, bro, if you want to participate in that Lamine Yamal giveaway, I guys go to Pathetic Club video and comment on that video. All my newest comments are going to enter a chance to win the Lamine Yamal jersey. And as soon as it comes out, I think it comes out as soon as he turns 18. It's gonna come out, or I don't know if it'll come out on like June 1st or 2nd. I still need to investigate. Yeah. So let's see how many guys. If you haven't liked the stream, please like the stream so we can get to even more people. And let me see. Let me see. There's 25 of you. I really appreciate that you guys are here. But what I will say, let's get to the chat because there's plenty of you here. I want to get to you guys. It says, Rashford comes. Imagine the place of the counter attacks with Nico, Lamine Yamal, Raphinha, Rashford, and Balde up top, on top. It's actually insane, man. I can't believe my club is this beautiful again. UEFA Champions League loading. Yeah. If you've been following Barcelona, think of it like this. How bad we were like let's not even say 5 years. When Messi left in 2020, right? Something like that. I really thought that Barca wasn't really it wasn't really that great project. I remember losing to Bayern in the Champions League, and I was like, of course we lose the Champions League, and that's when Lewandowski was still playing. Lewandowski was still playing for Bayern Munich, and to go from there to here where we are right now with Lamine Yamal, with players like that, to me that's insane. Like to be here right now, this kind of project, attracting players at a discount, players who are here don't want to leave the club. To me, that's huge. And obviously, I think that's something that needs to be talked about. And it goes to show what Flick and the plan and everything that he's done to this point so far. But I'll tell you this: if Rashford comes, that means we have Rafinha. That means we have. I'm sorry. That means we have Ferran Torres, Lewandowski, and Rashford. That's a little too much to me. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I think it's a little redundant, and I've said this before. I do see what Rashford brings to the table, but my problem with Rashford is it's more what we already have. I know he's a little bit of a combination. He's got the size. He's a threat in the box. If he can play the number 9, then he would be good. But then what are we gonna do with Ferran Torres? We're paying a lot of money for him. We're paying a lot of money, and we need to either sell him, loan him, or do something if Rashford's coming. That's the only thing I'm gonna say. I'm okay with whatever happens here. I'm okay with whatever happens. And thank you guys for subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate it, man. We're on the road to 2,000, so please subscribe if you haven't. 627. So yeah. But what I was saying is Rashford will be good for Barca, but it won't be good for Barca is having three players at the same position. Having Ferran, having Lewandowski and Rashford is a little too much. So I don't think he's gonna come in and play as a winger because Nico Williams already doing that. Raphinha can already do that, and yeah, so it's just gonna open up just more problems. In Lamine Yamal in Brazil, yes, he's in Brazil, man, having the life that he deserves. The rest, dude, guy, are you guys happy by the way that Barcelona's not playing the Club World Cup? I am because I see what the Club World Cup is doing, and I understand it. It's okay. But it's okay that Barca's not in this tournament, man. It's okay for our players to just be on vacation. In my opinion, that's great. I love seeing them on vacation, man. These calendars are insane. They're so crazy, bro. So Christopher, my last question to you. I've watched Barca since Samuel Eto'o first came into Barca, playing alongside Dino, Messi, and others. But what was the best year or squad roster you liked? So yeah, this is interesting. That team was incredible. Eto'o, Thierry Henry, that team with Ronaldinho. I'm probably gonna stick with the David Villa. And why I said David Villa is because we all know that David Villa is when we had Messi, David Villa, we had Iniesta, Xavi, and we won the Champions League. So I thought that was that team. I think that team will beat the Eto'o teams. So I think that at the end of the day, that to me, I haven't seen a better Barca to this day than Iniesta. All this incredible Xavi, Busquets, Lionel Messi, and Neymar. Dude, I know Neymar was another time now that I think about it. Shoot, man. So that 2015, bro, the 2015, the treble. Yeah, that one was probably the best actually. Now that I think about it, it has to be the MSN. The MSN was unstoppable. That people don't. I'm gonna do a video reacting to the treble because people forget. People forget how good that team was, and I'm gonna do a reaction video to the treble because to remind the fans what it's like. Yeah. So I want it. So give it. Yeah. So guys, let's get to some more topics. So in other topics right now, Mundo Deportivo just reported that Barcelona started contracts renewals with Conde, Eric Garcia, and Inigo Martinez, and I think this is great news. Let me fix my camera real quick. Um, yeah, I think this is great news. I think this is great for the team. These are three players that I really, really like. And honestly, I think for example, right? Inigo Martinez had one of the best seasons that you'll ever see a player have, and it was last season. And I think Inigo Martinez can have another good season, but I want to keep my eyes on him because I honestly believe that next season he's gonna be 1 year older. A little bit. It's a little bit like Lewandowski. Lewandowski is a little old. He had a great season, but I don't think he had a best season. That I don't know the kind of season that he's gonna have next year because those legs are 1 year older. Same thing with Inigo Martinez, who was incredible, 1 year older, guys. So at the end of the day, I do worried about Inigo Martinez and I do worry about Lewandowski. And this is the great reason why it's good to have Ferran Torres play a little bit more than he did last time. So, what I will say though, it's a good thing. I don't want Inigo Martinez to be. This is what I wanted to say. I kind of lost my thought. But what I did wanted to say is I don't want Inigo Martinez to be renewed, and it might be a little bit of a hot topic or a hot take. But let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat if you think that Inigo Martinez should be renewed. I think he should. I think he should play his contract out because he has 1 more year. Next season is his last year. So I don't fear of him leaving on a free. I would just keep his contract until the end of the season and see what happens next year. Because why would I give him a 2-year deal at this point? There's really no reason to do that. I would say just play out his contract and see what happens. And at the end of the day, that's what contracts are for. Do you have a script for your regular videos? This they seem like out of place sometimes. A good script would make it videos make engaging. Oh, okay. Hey, thank you for the insight, man. I'll be honest. That's a great point that you're making. Uh, and also, let me know if you have a channel, because if you know this, it's because probably you make content. Um, I don't have a script, but what I do have is I like having just topics, right? If I just have one topic, I do want to have just pointers. So what I'll do is, like I said, okay, so I'll talk about athletic club, and then I'll have my intro, and then I'll have my first point, my second point, and such. But let's say that my camera was off for whatever reason, if I'll do it again, it's gonna be different. It's not gonna be the same. So I don't know if it's improvising too much, but I really don't want to give you guys an over planned, right? Over planned and written down script of what I really want to say. I kind of want to give my thoughts as I feel that my thoughts are coming out. I feel that that's more authentic, but maybe I'm wrong. I'm new at this, so but I'm very happy with the numbers that I'm getting with my regular videos. I'll have to say that. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I feel that you guys are showing up, and I appreciate it. Hey, big up to you, Jonas. Big up the chat, and you guys get in the chat. Let me know your thoughts. I'm promoting tomorrow's stream, guys. Tomorrow's stream is going to be fire with Buga Luis, and if you guys are here tomorrow, that would mean the world to me, and that will show him some love as well. And if you guys subscribe to his channel, Christopher, do you think Garcia will break into the first squad for this season? Yeah, Eddie Garcia, right? Eddie Garcia, no. Eddie Garcia it's a rotational player. Eddie Garcia, it's a big asset that we have. I would say that mm, I would say that he's gonna be a rotational between, but he's gonna get plenty of playing time. There's so many games in a regular season, and the calendar is as packed as ever been. So I do expect Eddie Garcia to rotate Kunde, to rotate Frankie De Jong, to rotate Inigo Martinez, Kubarsi at times. He's incredible. Where he just plays every single position, man. I am so happy we have Eddie Garcia. I cannot tell you guys how much I love that player. Lamine Yamal. The number 10 is not any number. It's not just a number that give you more pressure. If you lose, it's your problem. Yeah, yeah. I think I touched on that a little bit, and I did give my thoughts on that. Let me see what else I want to. Okay, so as far as what Laporta, right? Laporta is saying here. I want to read this to you guys. It says Barca president Laporta pay Nico Williams clause. If there is an opportunity in the market that requires paying a release clause, Barcelona is ready to do what is necessary. Yes. So what Laporta is saying here, it's kind of a shot at Athletic Club, right? Let's say, dude, and also Romero was the one who explained this extremely well, because some people, and especially Athletic Club, they don't understand the whole release clause situation. And it's like this. Like he said, he gave the example, right? Like the one thing is to buy the clause, one thing is to register the player. So let's say that you buy a TV from Best Buy or whatever, and the TV is maybe 70 inches, but you buy it and then you try to bring it to your home, and you realize that you can't bring it into your home because it's too wide, for example. So that is not Best Buy's problem, right? That is your problem because you bought the TV. You didn't account for the size of the TV going through your home. That's the same thing that would happen with Nico Williams. So Bilbao, it's worried about the size of the TV getting through. Dude, the release clause is 62 mil. that you gave to Nico Williams when you resigned the player. That amount should have been 300 million because the 300 million gives you leverage to say, okay, of course you're not going to pay the 300 million, but let's negotiate. Let's see where we're at. I don't want to let go of this player. Why do you think that the likes of Lamine Yamal, Pedri Gonzalez, Kubarsi, why do you think that Barcelona is signing these players for €1 billion in a release clause? Why do you think that is? Because we don't want to sell the players. And that is the one thing that Athletic Club would not realize. They won't accept it. And they know they screwed this up. They screwed this up huge, huge. Because remember, Araujo, the release clause is 60 million when he was getting ready to leave, and Barca convinced him to stay. Deco convinced him to stay, and he said, "Okay, I will renew my contract because I want more money." That's the whole thing. That's all it was. He wanted more money, and Deco said, "I'll give you more money," and then Araujo said, "Okay, I'll sign the contract, but I want you to give me more flexibility when I'm leaving. So what I want you to do is I want you to give me a release clause that is fairly cheap for somebody to pay it with, like a 60 million, right? So that gives you more flexibility to leave the club. Lamine Yamal does not have flexibility to leave the club. Right now, if PSG wants to unload their bank and take Lamine Yamal, they can take him if they can convince him to leave, and they can take Lamine Yamal. But Barcelona would make €1 billion, baby. Why do you think that is? That is Athletic Club's problem. And what Laporta is saying here is saying we're basically going to they don't want to comment on the issue. They don't want to address Athletic Club. They are just moving forward as normal businessmen will do and say, you know what? I'm just going to go to the office and I'm going to drop this check. That basically means that on behalf of Nico Williams, we are putting up this money. It's like it's a copay. It's when you want to pay your contract out. You don't want to play out your contract. You put in a check and say, here, I want to be free. That is a player's right to exit. That's what release clause is. And that's all it is. It's a release clause exit so that they can leave whenever they want, so they can have the freedom to however much amount they agreed before they did the contract. And that is exactly what Barcelona is going to exercise, and they're just going to drop off the check. And legally, there's nothing they can do. The only thing that Tebas can do is he can make things complicated with the 1-1 rule, and he can make Barcelona lives hell to register Nico Williams. That's all they can do. But at that point, Nico Williams is already a Barcelona player. As soon as they drop off the check, then Nico Williams is a free agent, baby. So there's nothing that they can do. So yeah, let's read the chat a little bit more. I'm probably gonna end the stream here pretty soon. I think I've been on it for like at least an hour at this point. Guys, please subscribe to the channel. Can we get to at least 630? I would really appreciate it. But yeah, do you agree? It says that number 10. I already talked on that. So it says Kunde. Billy Mack says Kunde was missed versus Inter Milan. Yes, I'm gonna take this to my grave, right? Okay, I think I'm back. I wonder if Barca will get the Kevin Lemeko. I wonder if Barca will get that Kevin Lemeko they were interested in. I don't expect Barcelona to go for every big name out there. I fully believe that, I think that we may get Grimaldo. We may get someone like Vanderson. I'm not sure what Barcelona wants to do. We'll have to wait until see where we're at financially with Nico Williams. I know that's going to take a toll on the economics. So I'm not sure how Barcelona is going to handle that. So we'll have to see. But I don't think so. I think I would be surprised. I would be really surprised. Says Kunde missed. Okay, Kunde was missed, but Barca is battled on, and Yamal should have waste time, in my opinion, instead of shooting. But hey, it's football. Yeah, it's football, man. Honestly, as much as you can say that, Lamine Yamal takes that shot, it hits the post and it goes in. and that's it's a game of inches, right? They say that in football because yeah, in reality, soccer is a game. It's a game of inches. So at the end of the day, right? So I don't know. I think it's fine. I think it's fine what he did. I do think that Pedri also could have given it, instead of giving it to the Yamal, he could have passed it back as well. So you can say so many things and rethink and reshape everything. Once you see you see what already happened, right? It says drop the check already. Yeah, well, first of all, you can't register Nico Williams until July 1st. If you guys don't know this, the transfer window is not open yet. So it's not open until July 1st, which is basically when it's open. So guys, excuse me. I think what is going on? Can you guys hear me okay? Guys, let me know if you can hear me. And guys, I'm gonna be right back. Don't go anywhere. Give me 2 minutes, okay? Guys, can you hear me okay? Let me know. Let me know if you guys can hear me. If not, we'll just end it. Okay, so we're back. We're back. Yeah, I don't know. These OBS, it's kind of weird sometimes. So like OBS, sometimes it has this thing where like if you lower your volume or like it'll stop your thing and you have to refresh it. And unfortunately, it happens. It happens. But yeah, guys, let me get to this topic on John Laporta real quick. It says Nico, and I'm sorry I had to leave. I had to go get my dog. Yeah. So guys, please like the stream. It says Billy Mack and Ronald says everything's okay now. So we're gonna read this. It says, Nico Williams, President Laporta. I won't talk about players. I only speak about opportunities in the market, and there are many. Paying the release clause, Laporta. If there is a market opportunity that requires paying a release clause, Barcelona is ready to do so and to do what is necessary. So that's one thing that I want to leave Athletic Club with. Like honestly, guys, like what the hell? Like this is why how many times we're gonna have to explain Athletic Club that at the end of the day, if Barcelona has the money to pay the release clause, they will pay the release clause. And again, guys, the one thing that we always see with Barca, right? And that I just don't get it is like, bro, why is Barca like always have to hear from Javier Tebas every time they are making deals and every time they're doing something. And here he comes again. It says Javier Tebas, La Liga president. Athletic Club complained because Deco's statement expressed his desire to sign the player. According to FIFA regulations, he's in the protected period and they have no authority to interfere with that. Barca will have to comply with the 1-1 rule with the registered players, whether that's Nico Williams, Haaland, Messi, or whoever. So again, why do we always have to hear from this guy? Why do we always have to, like, they always go interview him. He likes to be always like, he always likes to speak. He always wants to talk about Barca. He always Barca. Like every time the news outlets, anytime the Cope, everybody, Marca have a chance to go talk to him, he's always going to talk to the media. And that's the one thing I never really like from obviously from Javier Tebas of the world. So guys, we're gonna get to what Raphinha said here, and I'm gonna end with this. And this is something Raphinha said. If you don't follow me on X, please go do so, guys. Follow me on X. I would really appreciate that. I would love to hear from you guys, get to know you guys a little bit better. That's a place where you can go comment my thoughts on X, and if we can chat, we can chat about what I'm posting about, whatever regarding Barcelona. So Rashad reported this. It says Raphinha, Nico Williams, he's a player of the highest quality. He plays at a very high level. Any player who comes with that mentality of joining the club, working and striving for the good of the team, it's very welcome. So that's the thing that we need to talk about. We need to. It's worth talking about. Is Raphinha, right? Because that is his position. That is his position for Raphinha to he's gonna have to be moved, because if Nico Williams plays on the left, he's gonna have to play the 10, or he's gonna play at the false 9, or he's gonna play in between the 9 and the 10. So it's very rewarding. I'm very happy to hear that Raphinha is welcoming Nico Williams, and it's good that he is commenting. He's gonna be our captain next season. So I'm extremely happy that he's gonna be our captain next season. So the fact that he came out and talked about what Nico Williams, I think this is extremely important, and it sets a tone that we are already inviting Nico Williams into our arms, into our team, and no one better to do this with than our new captain, and also somebody who basically gonna play his position, right? It's that's why this has more weight. That the fact that Raphinha is the one talking about Nico Williams and saying that he welcomes Raphinha, and I think Nico Williams does the things that he does best is dribbles. I think Lamine Yamal, the last 2 seasons, Lamine Yamal has 259 successful dribbles in the last 2 seasons, and Nico Williams was only the second to Lamine Yamal with 180 successful dribbles in the last season. So he's a player who wants to dribble and who likes to play wide. Raphinha is a player who doesn't like to dribble. He's more direct, and he wants to score. He wants to get the assist. He wants to play more central. He wants to get a better angle to the left and a better angle to the right. That's the one thing that Raphinha does, and I think having Nico Williams will open up and will unlock a new abilities for Raphinha. I think they're very compatible, and I think that that's basically what Raphinha is saying here in basically in this comment. So let's see here. So it says pathetic club, DMAC, pathetic club. We're all gonna ride with this until we don't care about pathetic club anymore. But it's gonna be pathetic club for now. No Discord. I have to figure out how this Discord thing works, man, because I don't have enough followers yet to say that I want to do a Discord. I think in reality, I think you should have more subscribers. So you have more people joining the Discord. I probably will end up with a Discord in the next, in the future. But for right now, if you guys want to chat with me, or if you guys want to shoot me a message on X, that's a place where you guys can, we can all share our ideas. I'm always posting when Barca or when something happened with Barca, I tweet. And if you guys want to comment on that tweet, then I'll be, we'll be talking to each other. So that's that. I think that's really cool. Pathetic Club Bilbao, for real, man, for freaking real. So my last topic of the day, guys. Don't forget to be there tomorrow for my guy Boga Luis. It's going to be an interesting conversation. We're not just going to go over news. We're going to talk about the current state of the club. It's going to be more of a perspective conversation as far as where Nico Williams, as far as the new Barca for next season. We're gonna talk the future. We're gonna talk Flick. We're gonna talk John Laporta. It's not gonna be typical news. This is gonna be more of a perspective type of content. So if you guys enjoy that type of stuff, please be there tomorrow, guys. So my last thing. Before I go, if you want to get your questions or if you want to get questions for Buga Luis, you can go to the community tabs and actually post your questions there where I posted my announcement that I'm going to be with him tomorrow. So if you guys have questions for him, you guys can go to the community tab and actually comment your questions there. I know some of you already done that. I have like maybe 8 questions. So we'll have a Q&A at the end of the stream. But yeah, so it says Barca president Laporta, the renewal of Frankie de Jong is going to be right there and going in the right direction. We want him to stay for many years. He's a pillar of the team, as Koeman says. Hope he stays. He wants to stay, and I know that he's happy at Barcelona. I don't see any major problems. So this is great coming out of Laporta, because this is a player where I really wanted to keep for next season. And honestly, I do like the fact that he fired his agent, because his agent wanted him to ask for more money. His agent wanted him to basically take Barcelona to just play out his contract, and he's actually restructuring his contract so that he can have a much better team-friendly deal with Barcelona, and that's going to open up even more money for Barca to sign Nico Williams. So Barcelona will make a lot of great movements. There's a lot of great things they can do so that Frankie de Jong can stay and that Nico Williams can be registered at the end of the day. And the kind of player that he is, I love that he is that he's where he is right now with this. With his contract basically. But guys, please like the stream before you go. Be there tomorrow for my guy Buga Luis. It would mean the world to me if you guys actually show up. And just to leave, I'm gonna leave you guys with this Lamine Yamal's video that is going crazy on X. And Madridistas are criticizing him because he's all about parties. He's all about being forced aura, right? They don't realize that all they think is Lamine Yamal. All they say is Lamine Yamal. All they post is about Lamine Yamal. And that's making him more relevant, and they don't realize it. But at the end of the day, guys, I think it's pathetic. Everybody can have vacation. On vacation, my problem would be if Lamine Yamal was posting this kind of stuff during the regular season, then I understand it. I do see it. I do see the point, but there's no point of saying this kind of stuff when Lamine Yamal is basically on vacation, guys. That's pathetic. I just to me, I think that this is just ridiculous, right? So guys, before you go, please like the stream. I got 39 likes. Can we get 40? Can we get 40 before we go? Before I end the stream. I know you guys are always showing up for me, man. I really appreciate you guys. You guys have no idea how much I really appreciate you guys'. And before we go, my last thing that I will say is on the Club World Cup, right? The Club World Cup says the bracket's already ready. Today, I think we don't have any games because it's already kicking off tomorrow for the round of 16. Dude, PSG is playing Messi. And I've been a big Messi fan for the longest time. Like ever since I watched him when his debut, play for Barca, play for my favorite team, bro. And like now, of course, he draws PSG, the best freaking team in the whole competition. Like this is ridiculous to me. Like, I hope they just don't get humiliated. I want at least Inter Miami to play more, at least more defense, and try to just make this game a little bit more like 3-0, 3-1, or something like that. But it would really suck to see Messi humiliated like 6 or 7-0. To me, that would really suck. I think Bayern obviously is gonna advance. We have Borussia Dortmund against. It's probably gonna be Borussia Dortmund against Real Madrid. Let's be honest. Juventus in it, bro. Juventus, they're in it, and I think at the end of the day, it's gonna be Manchester City gonna advance, Inter Milan's gonna advance, Chelsea's going to advance, Botafogo's gonna advance, and I don't know. The way I see this team play out, it's at the end of the day, even after all the surprises, the best teams are gonna make it to the semifinals. It's gonna be Real Madrid against PSG, probably Chelsea against Manchester City. They are gonna be the ones who are gonna be playing for this tournament. As for many surprises, now that it's the bread and butter, the nitty gritty, I believe that this is gonna happen. So. Let me get to the chat before I go. It says he's 17. Give him a break. Well, not that he's 17. He's on vacation. He's on vacation, guys. That's the thing. If you're not allowed to have fun on your vacation, where the hell are you allowed to have fun? For like really, where the hell are you allowed to have fun? I don't understand, man. Like, hey, what's up, man? I was just talking Juve. Juventus. I believe that you're a Juventus fan. What do you think are your chances to beat Madrid? Oh, man, I would love for Juventus to beat Madrid. You guys have no idea how much that would mean to me, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think at the end of the day, like I said, it's PSG, Chelsea, City, and Real Madrid. They're going to be the semifinalists. Yeah, so Ronald says correct. Also, it's private, right? Yeah, exactly. It's a private life, man. It's a private life. Guys, like the stream if you haven't. There's 41 likes. I really appreciate everyone. Guys, be here tomorrow for my stream with Buga Luis. That would mean the world to me if you guys actually tune in to my stream with Buga Luis at 9 a.m. Pacific time, and go comment on my pathetic video for Athletic Club and to enter a chance to win the Lamine Yamal jersey, guys. Go do that so you guys can enter a chance to win my Lamine Yamal number 10 jersey. I am going to be purchasing them as soon as they come out. He said Juve corner cast. It says 30% chance because Juve rotated the whole team versus City. Yeah, I saw that. I watched maybe a little bit like it was a background watch. I was actually doing some work stuff, and as I was watching the game, but City just looked like, man, like a freaking train. Like they look really good. This month, says Billy Mack. Yeah, I think Lamine Yamal's birthday is on July 12th or 15th. Somewhere around that. I saw the lineup and said, oh, on my watch along. Okay, guys. So you have a channel. Sorry, I don't know you, bro. I wish I did so that I can promote you. But if you have a channel, guys, if you guys are interested in his content, go subscribe to him. I saw the lineup and I said on my watch along, we are getting cooked. Yeah. So yeah, I see that. Yes, I see you planned it. 100% City look good. Yeah. Well, it's no surprise, the Ballon d'Or came back and they're already back. So that's really what it is. That's really what it is. Cause like, people don't underestimate. People underestimate how important it is to have a great quarterback, someone who can control the midfield, and having Rodri back is huge for Manchester City in my opinion. So I guess Lamine Yamal's birthday is July 13th. See, I knew it was between the 12th and the 16th, because yeah, that's what I saw. I think that's when they're supposed to announce. We have a show together with Omar. Yeah, I thought that's what I think I've seen you with when Omar's doing his live streams. I think I might have seen you once. Thank you for stopping by, though. I really appreciate you, man. Thank you for tuning in. You're on your stream with the guy. You stream with the guy. What? I stream with him? You stream with the guy. I streamed with Omar before, and I've been on his show. I wonder if we've been on a show together. I don't think so. I don't not someone from Juve, unless we were there uh, at the Football Mania thing with Will. But I haven't been on there for like a long time. You have a channel differently. Yes, I have a channel differently. What to do a collab sometime, brother? Yeah, I wouldn't mind it. Maybe when it's a time for us that we can speak. If Barca's playing Juventus, or we can just talk football sometime. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind doing something, bro. Um, I'm always down to to get into a community, right? As a small content creator, I want to get as many collabs as possible, as many talk to people who are in the community creating content. So I'm always open to things like that. So guys, that's it for me. It's 10:35. I believe I've been on stream for at least an hour and a half. I appreciate every single one of you. Please subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 2,000 subscribers, and so we can give away that Lamine Yamal jersey. And guys, I'll catch you guys on the next video, guys. Biscal Varsa, be there tomorrow. I will see you guys tomorrow with Buga Luis, guys. Tomorrow with Buga Luis. I will see you guys at 9 a.m. Pacific time, 12 p.m. I believe is Eastern time. So guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.